So today I'm going on another pre-release adventure with a couple of my friends. There's going to be a ton of stuff going on, so make sure you watch throughout the whole video to see all kinds of super cool, fun and awesome stuff that we end up doing. I'm going to be going to my local stores to pick up some cards, look at all things Pokemon. Then I'm going to go meet up with Cardone. Then we're going to go meet up with Jack at another place. We're going to see some retro games, retro collectibles, more Pokemon, and then we're going to participate in the pre-release event for Temporal Forces. So I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. Let's go ahead and start. First, I had to wake up at the crack of 10 a.m. and I got ready and headed over to my local GameStop to see what they had in store. They didn't have a ton of stuff, but they did have this really cool Miraidon EX tin that's been seeing a lot of play. Unfortunately, Flaffy is moving out of rotation, but I figured why not? It's got some packs in there. I'll see what it's got. But I don't think I'm going to open it just yet, but we are going to open it in this video. Next, after GameStop, I drove over to my local Meijer and took a look at what they had. Nothing that caught my eye really, but they did have a buy one get one 40% off trading card deal, which is really good. They had a ton of Paldean Fates. I've got a lot of it already, and I didn't want to fork a bunch of money over before going to the pre-release and doing all this fun stuff. In the rest of the video, you'll see me spend some money on some other stuff. But we moved on, and I met up with Cardone so we could go carpool to our next location. Whoa. Alright, so we got part of the gang together. We're getting ready to head out, and we're going to meet Jack at the... We actually decided we're gonna go to the retro video game store first. Gameplay Unlimited in Delaware, Ohio. We're gonna check that one out. So we're gonna meet him there, so stay tuned. So as Cardone and I got together and started driving out to the location, which was around Delaware, Ohio, we ended up going to Gameplay Unlimited. I've heard of the place, but I've never been. So we went on in. That's where we ended up meeting this guy. So Jack was now part of the team, and we went ahead and looked around at all the cool retro games, collectibles. They had some Pokemon cards. They had cool like Pokemon Sapphire in box, and a Pokemon Stadium in box, guys. I was so tempted to pick this up, but I passed. But they did have 151 singles. I said, you know what? I haven't bought any. Why not pick some up? So I went ahead and I opened a pack there in the store. And as you can see here, really good start. First pack, the Pikachu rare art. So I think me and 151 might have to get along, and I might have to open some packs here soon. And after Cardone, Jack, and I got done opening some packs, looking at all the cool retro stuff, we walked across the street to Yokai Ramen. I was in heaven. This is one of my new favorite places to eat. If I am ever in that area again, I will be definitely hitting up Yokai Ramen. Cardone, Jack, and I all agreed this is some of the best food they had. I didn't get the ramen, but I did get like a stir-fry rice, chicken, seasoned amazing, fantastic food. Cardone got the ramen, he loved it. Jack also got some rice, and I believe he got fried something, tempura maybe? We loved it. And I saved some of those 151 packs because I wanted to open those out throughout the video. So once we got done eating, I said, hey, why not? Let's go ahead and open up another pack of 151 and let's see what we pull. Alright guys, we just got done eating in Yokai Ramen. It's pretty good, wasn't it?
Pretty dang good.
It was pretty good. So we're going to celebrate from eating successfully. We're going to open up another pack of 151. We successfully ate our ramen, and not going to lie, pretty dang good. I recommend you guys check them out. Alright, third pack of 151, guys. Let's see what we get here. We got Seal, Doduo, Tentacool, Rattata, Nidorina, Raticate, Erica's Invitation, Hollow Sandshrew, Reverse Beedrill. Oh, and then Hollow Ditto. I like that card. After we got done opening some more 151, we reached our destination at Hobby Central in Delaware, Ohio. This place was it looked a lot smaller on the outside, but it was much bigger on the inside, and they had all kinds of stuff. I picked up a binder, some sleeves. They had a cool Groudon model kit there. I almost picked it up, but I passed, and we were going to get ready to get our trainer IDs to the venue, get our everything signed up, and we were ready to do the pre-release. So now we just wait. And just a few moments after, the tournament organizer came out and started passing out our build and battle boxes. I was looking if I had one. I don't have it with me right here, but they were passing them out. They come with a pre-built 40 card deck, and you get 4 booster packs inside. Now, if you guys saw the last episode of the Temporal Forces pre-releases, the Koraidon Great Tusk deck was powerful. It was one of the best decks out there in the pre-release meta, and I was super excited. Fingers crossed I got that again. I was not that lucky. I did end up getting the for Alligator Metagross deck, and it was not in my favor, unfortunately. So I had to get some really good pulls to pull this deck together and make it somewhat able to defend against these Koraidon Great Tusk decks that I knew I was going to be going up against. So I was praying to Arceus, hoping he'd hear my call to see what cards I could end up pulling. Evo Retro. These guys make all kinds of products for your trading card and collectible needs. Now, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I do have an affiliate link. It's a little different that way. But guys, Evo Retro makes all kinds of things, from top loaders and these huge packs of top loaders to your penny sleeves, and something I'm going to show you right now. This I'm pretty excited about. So I haven't taken a look yet, and I've been very excited to pull this. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Now, if you guys read the sign, that says it's a top loader binder, and that is what I am all about, is keeping some of my big collectibles very safe. And this is actually for an upcoming video you guys are about to see in not too much longer. You guys should see it, where I'm going to be collecting some seriously rare Pokemon cards and trying to complete the whole set in top loaders, and this is going to keep them safe. So this is a thank you letter just for purchasing their product. And as you guys saw, I mean, super nice card, and this came in another box. And I mean, just the presentation, guys. Let's take a look at this binder. First off, this is a lot larger than I thought it was going to be. A lot larger. Now, one of the most important things about this binder is, like I said, well, there's even more top loaders inside the binder. Keep that in mind. I don't know if they all come that way, but let me make sure nothing else falls out here. Okay, alright, we're good. Nope. There's some penny sleeves up here too. So, as you guys can see here, we'll try to get it. You've got your pages kept nice in this wrap here, and they are 3x3. And we'll go ahead and take a top loader here and show you guys. They just slide right in. It's a little hard to see with that reflection, but they all just fit right in there. Now on the other side, you're going to notice, well, these aren't for sleeves. You set them in there. Well, you can take your top loader cards, your really rare ones, and you can put them in here. But what else this is for your graded cards to go in. So this holds graded and top loader cards. And I believe this holds, I can't remember off the top of my head. We're going to put it right here. This is how many cards this holds in the top loaders. Right there. The inside is very sturdy. It is a zip up, so it'll keep everything nice and safe. There's the spine. It also, you can carry it from the side there, and it has a little place where you can write your name or the expansion that you're collecting. But yeah, this is really cool, guys. If you're looking to take your collection to the next step with protecting it, I highly recommend checking out Evo Retro. And it's, like I said, you can pick up all kinds of stuff, not just binders, but they also have your standard sleeves, top loaders. They even have collectible, like acrylic cases for things. That's super cool. And it really supports the channel a ton, guys. If you're able to use the link in the description, I'll have one maybe for a direct link to this binder, and then just a generic one. Whatever you guys use that link for to buy, it just helps the channel out a ton, and I appreciate it so much, guys. Don't forget Evo Retro. Let's get back into the video. Let's see if he heard my cries. And I needed something good from these packs to withstand these the Koraidon Great Tusk decks. First pack. Not only am I needing good cards for this deck for the event, but I'm also trying to get some Iron Crowns and Iron Leaves for my own deck because I want to start playing competitive. And of course, I pulled the other one, Iron Boulder, the one I didn't need, but I did need him for the master set that I am filling a binder up with. Let's see about pack 2. Koraidon EX was pulled. I do already have this card, and to my knowledge, this is one of the most common EXs you can get. I believe this is my third Koraidon EX I've pulled. And as I'm pulling that card, I take a look, and Cardone has pulled Giant Cape. Now, if you are not familiar, Giant Cape gives one of your Pokemon an extra 100 health. And Cardone also just happened to also get the Koraidon Great Tusk deck. So now he could have a Great Tusk with 240 HP. I'm really hoping I don't have to go up against him in this pre-release. Pack 3, also not that good. I did end up pulling some cards I need for my competitive deck. I did need another Miraidon from Temporal Forces, but for the pre-release deck, it was not that good. Pack 4 is my only salvation here, guys. I have to pull something good out of this. And Arceus heard me. We got a double pull in this final pack. We got an alternative art Chatot, which is going to help in the long run with its 1 energy attack. That's going to help me fill up my bench very quickly. And Reboot Pod, the Ace Spec. Now, I did pull some future Pokemon, so I am hoping that I can use this and add all the future Pokemon, my basics, like Miraidon, Iron Hands, and Iron Valiant to my deck. And hopefully, this will be able to help just a little. We start off with round 1. Round 1 was against a kid who had a Koraidon deck that I had in my first pre-release video, which again, you guys should check out if you haven't. We had a blast and did all kinds of fun stuff and went some places. But that Koraidon deck is nothing to laugh at. First off, I was able to pull that Chatot in my opening hand, which was able to help me get my bench built super quick to start defending and building up my benched Pokemon with energy as quickly as I could, because I know I'm going to have to tank some hits from these Great Tusks and these Koraidons. Once I started to get a nice bench, and I had a couple energy attached, I swapped out my Chatot and threw in my Miraidon into the active position. Then I was able to attack for 40, and I was able to attach 2 energy from my deck to my benched Pokemon and the Miraidon. So that helps a ton for my next turn. He was able to get the KO. He did have enough energy and wipe out my Miraidon, thus getting him the first prize card. Now, I was able to build up some energy, like I said, so I was able to move in my Iron Hands into the active position, stocked with all the energy he needed. As soon as he was in the active spot, we went straight for the knockout, and then I was able to gain my first prize card as well, making it tied. Unfortunately, he was able to get enough energy on his next active Pokemon, and Iron Hands is 2 times weak to the fighting type energy, so he was able to knock me out in 1 hit. Now giving him a second prize card. He is now halfway to his win. Since he was halfway there, I knew this kid meant business. So that's when I started getting Steel Energy put on my Beldum. I was able to draw the Metang and use its ability to constantly attach Steel Energies, and I was hoping that I was able to get the Metagross, the one I needed, because that Metagross was strong enough to wipe out anything on the field. And then I got the Metagross. I was able to move my Metang into the active spot. I was able to wipe out the rest of his Pokemon with that Metagross, being able to just get enough energy on him, power him up, and he had some seriously strong moves doing 200 damage, and then if you used Meteor Mash for 60, The next turn, it would do 120. It's 180 in 2 turns. Ain't nothing gonna survive that. So I was luckily able to secure my first win. Round 2. This round started off very, very quickly. I went up against someone who for sure had played this game before and knew what they were doing. My guard was up, but unfortunately when it came to the hand draw, I was not ready. I had one of the worst hands that I possibly could have got. It was basically basic Pokemon and energy. And to put things lightly, he was able to get Fluttermane on his bench and his Koraidon, which gets a boost for every ancient Pokemon on your bench. Needless to say, my Totodiles and Beldum were no match for that, and he was able to wipe the floor with me very, very quickly, and that match did not last long. It was still fun to play, but round 2, unfortunately, was lost. Round 3. I await the call of the names. My name is said, followed by Cardone. One of my friends, the guy I came to this event with. And the only thing going through my mind is, what is he planning to do with that giant cape that he had drawn earlier in the pre-release? And that terrified me, because that makes any of his Pokemon able to destroy anything I'm going to pull. But I wasn't going to go down without a fight. I got the chat out once again in my opening hand, and I started putting Pokemon as quickly as I could on my bench, starting to stack up energy, getting ready for whatever Cardone was about to throw at me. And luckily, while I was doing that, Cardone only had his Great Tusks on his side so far. He had no bench Pokemon. It was looking in my favor, so I didn't want him to get the knockout on my Chatot. Once again, I retreated it from my Miraidon on my bench, and I started using Miraidon's attack for 40 damage, and I started getting energy attached to him and my bench Pokemon, just in case he was going to draw something to put on his bench. And of course he did. He was able to get another Great Tusks onto his bench. But I was ready for it. My bench was stacked, I had decent energy on my Pokemon, and my active Miraidon wasn't doing bad. I was getting pretty confident with Cardone only having 1 Great Tusks on the field that he had on his bench. He moves it into his active position, and it's his turn. And unfortunately, he drew it. He drew the Ace-Spec card. And that made his Great Tusk a very hard wall to climb, giving him 240 HP. And he was able to get the knockout on my Miraidon. We went back and forth a little bit while I was trying to get rid of his Miraidon. Then he put a Totodile on his bench. I was finally on my last prize card, and I was able to knock out that Great Tusk, but only after he was able to knock out one of my Pokemon. We both have 1 card left. By this time, I had a Metang. I was able to get that Metang into a Metagross in the active position. And he had a Croconaw. That's all he had was a Croconaw, so he moved it into his position. Croconaw's no match for my Metagross. I can do 200 HP. 200 damage, right? He drew for Alligator. And this for Alligator at the pre-release events has a special ability. This card right here was my undoing. The ability reads, once during your turn you may put 5 damage counters on this Pokemon. If you do, during this turn, attacks used by this Pokemon do 120 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. My Metagross could have lived Giant Wave, which does 160. My Metagross had more than that. But with that ability, it could not live that. If Cardone had not drawn that for Alligator that turn, I would have won. I would have had 2 wins. But with the luck of the draw, Cardone was able to get the for Alligator and secure his win, thus giving me 2 losses and 1 win for the pre-release tournament of Temporal Forces. Now, even though I only got 1 win, which, you know, last pre-release I got all wins, which was way better, but at this one, 2 losses, 1 win. You know what? It's a pre-release. It's all about fun. It's not hyper-competitive at these. It's just to have fun, learn about the new cards coming out, collect them, meet people. It's about meeting the people who have the same interests as you, and that's what we did, and we had a blast meeting these people. And I hope everyone there also had a great time, because again, it was super fun. And we're going to keep going to these, and we're going to start going to other tournaments, like challenges, cups, maybe regionals. Stay tuned, subscribe, We'll let you know if we're going to do that stuff. I had one more 151 pack to open up. Did I get anything good? Let's find out. I'm going to open up the last pack of 151 now that we're done with the pre-release. Let's go ahead and crack it open. Horsey, Abra, Diglett, Drowsy, Bill, Golbat, Leftovers. We got the reversed Pikachu, reverse Rattata. Nice, Hollow Dragonite. Well, it seems like 151 was kind of a one and done kind of thing with that Pikachu, but hey, still a great time, still some fun cards to open up, and some cool hits that I didn't get that I know are out there that I'm still wanting. I really want that Squirtle line from 151, some good looking cards. We continue on with our adventures. After that, we go to get some smoothies. We just wanted to kind of relax after the big event, take it easy, so we relaxed, got some drinks. I think it's time we head back to Cardone's place and open that Miraidon tin that I opened in the beginning of the video. Let's see if I get any good pulls from that, see if my luck's any better than 151. Alright guys, so we just got done doing some deck organizing. Cardone's organizing some cards he got. I just got finished with mine. And earlier in the video, we stopped at GameStop and we got this Miraidon tin, and it comes with the Miraidon EX. It's a pretty decent card in the current expansion, and it sees a lot of tournament play. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Alright, so let's take a look, because I do, if GameStop gets more of these, they only had the one, but the Miraidon deck I would not mind having. So let's take a look at this here. Pretty cool. Alright, now we've got, let's see what cards this comes with. We've got Paldea Evolved, 2 of those, Scarlet Violet base set, Silver Tempest, and Brilliant Stars. I have never opened up Silver Tempest and Brilliant Stars on the channel, so we will open those last. So let's go ahead and change this here. Okay, let's go with Scarlet Violet base set. While Cardone is organizing here, Cardone, do you know any of the really good rares in the set?
In what set?
This is Scarlet Violet base set.
Don't off the top of my head.
Well, we've got Toadskull, Sandile, Houndoom, Fido, Toadscruel, Maushold, Vitality Band, Reverse Rock Chest Plate, Reverse Rev Rune, and a Hollow Cloth. I would not have thought Cloth would have been a rare. Would not have thought that. It's true. Alright, well, next we've got 2 Paldea Evolve packs. Let's go ahead and do this. We've got Lavelle, Dunsparce, that's the Dunsparce.
Whoa.
Noibat, Brambleghast, Superior Energy Retrieval. We'll put that aside, that's probably really playable. Sudowoodo. Ooh, Reverse Gothitelle, Reverse Dino, and a Hollow Hydreigon. Nice. Okay. So far, no hits. Let's hope this is not a bust. Alright. We've got the other Paldea Evolved. Get this over here. Alright.
I know the second level.
Here, we're gonna try this. Sorry for lying to you. Oh, that's just powerful. All right. Okay, we've got Dino, Magikarp, Slowpoke, Litleo, Bombardier, forgot that existed, Skiploom, Dendra, Reverse Shroodle, Reverse Mabostiff, and a Hollow Wigglytuff. Still no hits, guys. So we got past those. Now we're going to do the Silver Tempest and the Brilliant Stars. Cardone, what's the better set in your opinion?
Brilliant Stars, because the Charizard is they get in Brilliant Stars, I believe.
We'll hold off
Silver
on that
Tempest
one.
was Lugia.
Silver Tempest was Lugia. That's right, I knew that. All right. Let us see what we get. We've got Litten, Smeargle,
There's a picture.
Esper, huh?
This picture thing.
There's a Pack Trick. Esper, Togedemaru, Stunfisk, Sunkern, Hall Reverse. Okay, well, I got, okay, so there's, oh, that's right, I'm still not used to there sometimes being one holo in the older set. Now there's two. I was expecting to see two. Well, that's still pretty cool, guys. We ended up getting Ho-O-V, so that's pretty cool. Rainbow Burn. What does that do? This attack does 30 more damage for each type of basic energy attached. That's actually pretty good. 30 more, and you need 4. That's 220 damage. That's pretty good. And once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put it into your bench and some extra stuff. So it's kind of like a Rising Phoenix. Not gonna lie, the card feels weird. Feels like it is fake. Weird. Okay. But that's maybe just a printing thing. It just feels very thick plastic. All right.
Pack Trick.
Last pack. And Cardone says there is a Pack Trick on these.
Sword and Shield had the Pack Trick.
Sword and Shield had the Pack Trick. Okay.
It wasn't until Paldea that they went away from Pack Trick.
Gotcha. Is it 3 still?
I think it was 3. So if you flip that and its energy, you got it right.
So there's just an energy on the back?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So we've got Friends in Galar, Probopass, Team Yell's Cheer, Minchino, Baltoy, Snorunt, Nosepass, Dedenne. Yo! Oh my gosh! That's Gary. That's
Trainer Gallery.
Gary with a Flareon or blue. That is so cool. Fire Main 100 damage, Incandescent Awakening. If this Pokemon has a memory capsule attached to it, grass Pokemon in play have no abilities. That's awesome. This is such a good looking card.
Yeah, I like the Trainer Galleries from Sword and Shield.
That's awesome. Well, we ended on a high note. We had, was it 4 packs? 5 packs. We had 5 packs of cards. Yep, 5 packs of cards. We only got 2 hits, but to be honest, the Flareon, that is awesome. And then the Miraidon
In my
came with,
opinion,
and the Ho-Oh.
Brilliant Stars is one of the greatest, like one of my favorite sets that's ever come out.
Say that again.
Brilliant Stars is a great set. Awesome set.
And if he's wrong, tell me in the comments below. Say Cardone is wrong in the comments if you think he's just awful. But yeah, these are the pulls. I have had the time of my life going to these events, guys. I have had so much fun meeting people and going with my friends. It has made the weeks go by so fast. I'm always having something to look forward to, something this fun, spending time with people and other people that have the same interest as me, getting to know new people, having fun, and going to see all these new places around me. And in the future, I might be traveling further to see some of these places. But Jack and Cardone, I just wanted to say in this video, and you guys know, I wouldn't do this with anybody else. You guys are the best. I appreciate it, you know, you guys coming with me. You guys weren't huge into the card game, and then after that first pre-release, you guys got hooked, and we have been non-stop going to these Pokemon events. I have been having a blast with you guys. I just wanted to let you know. It means the world to me that you guys decided to get into Pokemon as well and share that love of Pokemon with me. Now for the future of these videos, the Temporal Forces pre-releases. By the time this is out, you may know that the card set is either about to come out or it's out. So we have one more video coming out that takes place before the pre-release, before the actual release of Temporal Forces. And there's a lot of effort going into that video. It's another super fun one that's going to be in multiple parts, and I cannot wait to share with you guys. We had so much fun making this video. I'm going to try to get it out to you as soon as I can. I just wanted to stay somewhat quality with the time that I have to make these videos. I appreciate everybody for watching these, who stayed tuned, subscribed, liked, and commented. Anyone that supported us through Evo Retro, you know, we've got links down below. If you guys buy sleeves, deck boxes, top loaders, or binders, we've got an affiliate link below. It helps a ton, guys. It really does. Every penny helps to keep the channel afloat. And I appreciate it once again, guys. And I will see you guys in the next adventure.